Hey there, Yinzers. Welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Double AP, bringing you another episode of Yinzology, the study of everything Pittsburgh. Viewer discretion is advised because this is part 3 of a video series that if you didn't watch part 2, some of this might not make a whole lot of sense. We're talking about the Altoid tin can and what I call the everyday console, something you keep in your car or your truck. And these are alternative items that if you didn't like in the first video, maybe you'll like some of the items that I present to you today. Now we have a clean slate. A fresh new canvas, an empty Altoids tin can. And if there's something in your car and truck that you want to keep organized and it fits in the tin can, well, that's really all you need to get started. And so we have a ratchet set made by Topek for cyclists to do maintenance on your bicycle. And this ratchet, believe it or not, is really heavy duty, nicely made. Fits in an Altoid can. So let's say you're someone who works in the trades, HVAC, plumbing, carpentry, thing from drywall, maybe you put up siding, whatever it may be, this would be a great item to have in your truck. And I wanted to show you, remember the little tin can that I used to keep my medicine in, Tylenol, Advil? I wanted to show you that you can actually fit 3 of these inside an Altoid can. Storing your bits, your extra bits. Whatever you want. Oftentimes we'll be out and maybe we'll end up somewhere we didn't expect to end up. And I always kick myself saying, oh, I should have brought that gift card we had for Outback or Carrabba's or that Mexican place or Bonefish or Barnes & Noble or Topgolf. And I thought, what a great way to keep them all in your car or truck the next time you're out and about. Now, when you have these in the can and you're ready to use one and you want to get them out, they're kind of funny in that they don't want to come out. You have to angle it just right. Give it a little shake and they'll fall out. We talked about having a mini Bic lighter and just wanted to let you know that a Zippo will fit in an Altoids can. It does take up a lot of real estate. You don't have a lot of room left. Also have the peanut lighter. That's pretty small and compact. And doesn't take up as much room. It's actually pretty nice. The downside is that these are labor intensive and high maintenance when it comes to lighter fluid, butane, wicks, and flint. If you don't mind doing the maintenance, they can be a great alternative. I also wanted to show you different types of flashlights that come in all shapes and sizes. This one is a AAA. This one is an O-light. Take these button cell batteries. Again, if you're a cyclist, you're into bike repair, you got some Allen wrenches made in the USA. And then the last video, we didn't really talk about multi-tools, but a lot of the smaller Leathermans, and there's just a lot of them out there. This one has a pair of scissors, and it also has a blade. think this is a file. And these are nail clippers. Or just a pair of clippers by themselves. If this really is set up for your car or truck, you can get these for free at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. I don't know how long this would last or how accurate it is. I never really used this tire gauge on an actual tire to check the tire pressure, but it fits. Something else to consider having in your car is a mini fuse puller and tester. What I like about this one is that it indicates with a little light whether or not that fuse is good. These little guys, if you've never used one, is a lifesaver when you're trying to pull out a fuse from the fuse box. We talked about sewing kits. You could also have eyeglass repair kits. Then we talked about various adhesion, various tapes, Gorilla Tape, duct tape, and then super glue, or having a glue stick. But you would need something to light the glue with, and then you could stick this on something. Oh, look at that. And it might not be a bad idea to have in your car is a cable kit. This is a USB to an A lightning cable with a micro B adapter. Also has a little place to hold your SIM cards, SD cards, and a nano card. And I don't know if you can see, that's a little SIM tool. And there's your lightning. Now, I love this next product. I have one of these on the back of my phone. My friends and family make fun of me. I call them my Ben Franklins. They're backup specs in case I forget my glasses. I don't like wearing contacts. Sometimes I forget my glasses at a restaurant. Look at that. They just snap back in. Then you have various screen cleaning cloths, wet and dry. I do not like these, but maybe you do. If you don't know about this company, Norwex is the game changer. It's the way to go. These are great for cleaning your phone, for cleaning your glasses. And once you use one of these Norwex products, you'll never want to go back to this. What is this? But hey, maybe you like those. Now, in the last video, we talked about gum bands. That's Pittsburghese for rubber band. And we talked about Ranger bands. But originally, I just wanted to use, I get a lot of these from the grocery store. These are produce gum bands. These are celery, asparagus, produce from Peru. This might be broccoli, romaine lettuce. And my wife's like, no. She was like, no. And I was like, why not? And she's like, not if you're giving them out as gifts. No. Get black, make it look nice. Maybe you like to snowboard. Maybe you like to ski. And you always have your chapsticks. You like a variety of flavors. Coconut. And an Altoid. Maybe you're just getting sick. Instead of mints, or you could have mints and cough drops. Or maybe you're diabetic and you need a little sugar, maybe a Jolly Rancher, a Starburst. But you could have a variety of sugary, sweet candy items for various reasons. Maybe you're a musician and you just don't know what to do with your guitar picks. Well, there you go. Maybe you're into hygiene. You like to floss on a regular basis at work after lunch. It fits. Well, I don't know about South Park, but if you go to North Park and you walk your dog or you take a hike in the woods, you're coming back with, that's right, ticks on your legs. It doesn't fit in your Altoid can. But if you take it out of the protective cardboard, which you really don't need, it's just an identification card. Ugh. Ugh. Deer ticks, the Lone Star tick, and dog ticks. Get one off of your skin. It's important that you do this without tearing up the tick. This fits just like a gift card. And this has a little, this is a little magnifying glass. This is for smaller ticks. This is for bigger ticks. So you remove it, you place it dead or alive in a small plastic bag. You complete the order form and you mail it. They give you this envelope and it's all ready to go. You know, Rolaids and Tums. Could put some of those in your Altoid can. Then you have some zip ties. I'm not a big fan of zip ties. The only time I use them is at Christmas time. Sometimes I use them to put up Christmas lights. Other than that, I don't really use zip ties. But a lot of people throw them in their Altoid cans. So I was wondering who came up with the original idea of a survival tin can. Some people give the credit to an Englishman who came out with a survival manual in the 1960s or 70s. I forget his name. I like to think it was one of the partners in Johnson & Johnson who went out and while they were building the railroads, a lot of guys were getting killed. They weren't close to any medical facilities or hospitals, and they were just dying left and right. And that's when Johnson & Johnson developed or came up with the idea of a first aid kit. And that would have been in a tin can. And that is all about survival. When you get your leg cut off or blown off from dynamite, that's going to help you survive. So I think it's a toss-up between those two. I don't know. So there you go. Some other ideas of what you may want to keep in an Altoids can to keep it organized, something to have close by in your car or your truck or your luggage or your jacket or your backpack, and something you want close and ready to go in case you need it. I hope you've enjoyed some of these ideas. Maybe that's inspired you to try and make one yourself. I'm Double AP, and I'm out. So last but not least, you can also... This is a real Bible. Look how small that is. It even has pictures. That's a map. It fits.